Today, I'm taking you into an exercise that looks simple on the surface, but becomes incredibly rich the moment we dive inside it. The arm circles from the mid-back series. It's an exercise I truly love because it condenses the entire method into one movement: fluidity, breath, biomechanics, physiology, anatomical detail, and that very unique intelligence of movement that turns a gesture into an internal experience. Imagine yourself lying on your reformer, your back grounded, your ribcage heavy, your legs in tabletop to stabilize your pelvis, your hands in the straps, your arms aligned, and your shoulder blades spread wide and calm across the back of your thorax. Before you even move, feel that broad contact, that quiet stability that prepares everything else. You inhale and your arms float up toward the ceiling without your shoulders lifting even a millimeter. You exhale and the arms open into a circle, slowly, with intention, without any jerks. As they return toward your hips, the movement is simple, but behind this simplicity lies an entire internal world. When you draw this circle, you're not just moving a joint. You're activating a complete internal system made of muscle fibers, motor nerves, capillaries, and layers of connective tissue that support every millimeter of the movement. Inside a muscle like the anterior deltoid, you would find the muscle fiber itself, a long cylindrical cell wrapped in endomysium, where capillaries run and where the neuromuscular junction sits. When the nerve impulse arrives through the axillary nerve, it releases acetylcholine and triggers the contraction. Multiple fibers are grouped into bundles inside the perimysium, which organizes, distributes, and transmits force efficiently. The entire muscle is wrapped in epimysium, which continues into the tendon and transmits force to the bone. This architecture, fiber, endomysium, bundle, perimysium, muscle, epimysium, tendon, bone, is active at every instant, and it determines the fluidity, precision, and safety of your movement. Your vascular system plays an equally essential role. Arterioles enter the muscle, divide into the perimysium, and branch into a network of capillaries within the endomysium. With every inhale, they bring oxygen and nutrients. With every exhale, they help remove CO2 and lactic acid. That's why a circle done in breath retention fatigues you, while a circle done with regular breathing nourishes you. Biomechanically, circumduction is a fascinating gesture, a precise combination of flexion, abduction, extension, adduction, and subtle internal and external rotations blending together in continuity. In the first part of the circle, the anterior deltoid, originating on the lateral third of the clavicle and inserting on the deltoid tuberosity, initiates the movement by bringing the arm forward with a slight internal rotation. In the second half, the posterior deltoid, arising from the spine of the scapula, takes over, bringing the arm back, controlling horizontal extension and external rotation, and managing the deceleration and return of the circle. These two portions do not oppose each other. They complement each other. One opens, the other returns. One guides, the other organizes. Meanwhile, your shoulder blades must remain stable. This is an absolute rule. A free humerus requires a stable scapula. If it lifts, rolls forward, or compresses, the humeral head loses its centration, the subacromial space narrows, and the movement loses precision. A centered, grounded scapula provides both safety and freedom. It tells your nervous system you are stable, allowing precise motor unit recruitment without unnecessary tension or protective bracing. This is the foundation of a fluid circle. What I find beautiful about arm circles is that you are training far more than your shoulder. You are training your fascia, your deep muscle fibers, your vascular system, your neuromotor circuits, your breath. You are training your entire system. Repeating this exercise truly transforms your tissues. Fibers become more enduring. Innervation becomes more efficient, vascularization improves, proprioception sharpens, your shoulder becomes more stable, more mobile, more alive. Your nervous system learns to work with calm precision instead of compensation and stiffness. And that is exactly what I seek with you, to build intelligent, respectful, coherent movement. The three connective layers, endomysium, paramysium, and epimysium, play a fundamental role here. They absorb, distribute, and transmit force. They protect and organize. They provide the mechanical framework that allows the gesture to become fluid. That is why I always invite you to slow down. The slower the movement, the more time your tissues have to organize. The more precise you are, the more your body learns. The more constant your breath, the more your muscle system receives what it needs. The circle becomes a dialogue between your intention, your breath, your center, your fascia, your nervous system, and your muscular architecture. Nothing is isolated, everything communicates, and that is what makes this exercise so rich. So the next time you are lying on your reformer and beginning your arm circles, remember that this movement is not a shoulder exercise, but a system exercise. It trains your deep musculature, it disciplines your nervous system, it organizes your connective tissues, it nourishes your respiration, and it teaches you the most subtle form of coordination, the one that turns movement into consciousness. Welcome to Arm Circles. Welcome to Conscious Movement. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you very soon in the next episode of Biopilates Deep Dive.